Yo, what is up, everybody? It's Aciduct. As you may or may not know, we're actually re-recording this because I fucked up and my mic was muted for the first time. But I'm here with my friend Chandler. We are talking some NBA 2K18 today. I already made one video on this when the pre-order and stuff came out, but now we're going to get really in-depth. I want to talk about some in-depth stuff and, just talk about what we want to see in the game. So, first of all, we're going to talk about the price because I talked about this in my last video, but you haven't heard Chandler's opinion on it. As far as extras and things like that, is the Legend Gold Edition worth it for $160?
I mean, we kind of talked about this earlier. For like 200 VC, right, it's like $50.
Yeah, about 150,000, 250,000. 200,000 is $50. So 250,000 will run you about $70.
So you're paying like $60 for the game, then you add $6 more, that's $120, and all the other virtual stuff like the I don't know, I don't think it's worth it that much, especially since it's weekly. You kind of want it all right now.
Yeah, he's talking about the MyTeam packs, the fact that you get them weekly, and it's kind of bugs me too. It's like we're supposed to get 40 of these packs, but we're not getting them all.
That's an entire year basically. Mine is 12 weeks. Well, I mean, you probably get the 10 there too, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's going to be a whole year. No one really plays 2K a whole year. I mean, some people probably do.
But yeah, so we're technically getting 50 weekly packs, but they're weekly. Like, if I want 50 packs, I want them now. Like, I want to get all the players I can then. Like, I don't want to wait a week and then get another pack. It's stupid. I don't get it. But it says you get a guaranteed Shaq MyTeam card. I'm guessing that's like the free agent cards we got this year. It's not really going to be that bad. I mean, you can keep them until, like, if you're smart, you keep them until, like, the final seeds, like when you're in the Diamond League and shit, and then use them. But it's just...
Yeah, with the price, when game developers make season passes, you buy the season pass and you get DLC and all this other stuff, and it's really worth what you're getting because you're getting other stuff that add to the game. When you're getting this, you're not really getting anything that adds to the game. You're getting stuff that you can equip your teams with. That's really not worth it. And you get the packs, which is only weekly, so it's not really worth the price. And they know you'll get it.
Right.
And so that's why they do it.
But while we're on the topic of that, we're going to talk about the cover. This man and Shaq do not mix. Shaq, we all saw it coming. You know, he was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame recently.
And why not Iverson?
Yeah. Well, okay. This man has a big hatred against Shaq, okay? But, I feel like Shaq, we saw it coming. I would have loved an Allen Iverson cover, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved an AI cover. I think we might see that 2K19 as far as Legend, because obviously they've been doing Legend editions now.
I would like to see Paul Pierce.
Yeah, Paul, the truth.
Tim
Kevin
Duncan.
Garnett when he retires.
They
Tim Duncan.
They could have done 3-person cover. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce.
But I mean, as far as the standard version, they haven't released the cover athlete yet. I heard today that they are going to release one, obviously, because they need one. But, so who do you think it's going to be and why?
I personally think since they haven't released it yet, they're waiting on the MVP decision. And it's probably going to end up being Westbrook. Because I know they say it's the regular season MVP, but they're going to take into account James Harden's Game 6 against the Spurs. And it's going to end up being Russell Westbrook. And I think he deserves it, especially since he was a cover athlete for like NBA Live 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like he deserves it better than James Harden.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to see young players have it and all that, but it's probably end up being Westbrook.
Plus, I would love it. It's his first cover. Russell's never been on a 2K cover. He's been on an NBA Live cover. This is fine. He's never been on a 2K cover.
I think it'd be very good to have him on there, and a lot of people would get it. He's a very polarizing player.
Along with the MVP race, I think they're waiting for the finals to wrap up as well, because they're going to take the finals games into account, as well as the MVP running and things like that. All I'm saying is, if it turns out Cleveland wins and LeBron gets MVP, he better not be in the running. He doesn't. He's gotten what? 2K14 he was on the cover of.
I think that was his only cover, honestly.
They gave him that one, and I think that was his only cover.
Mm-hmm.
But I know he's been in talk for covers ever since 2K14 came out. It's like he's been in polls on Twitter when Ronnie 2K made polls and was like, oh, who should be on the cover?
I really like when they do the 3 athlete covers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the triple covers like Blake, D Rose, and Kevin Durant.
And then James Harden, Anthony Davis, and Stephen Curry.
Right. And it's, because there's times in the NBA where not only one person deserves to be recognized for breakout year, because honestly, James Harden deserves the cover.
As much as Westbrook does.
Yeah, as much as Westbrook does, and I think Kawhi does too.
Actually, I'd love to have Kawhi be the cover.
Kawhi would be a great cover.
I wouldn't mind Damian Lillard. I wouldn't mind. I can't think of his name. Oh, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Mm-hmm.
Have him as a cover. Any of those players, they all deserve it. But with Shaq, the reason why I don't like him as a legend cover, I just think he's really egotistical. I don't like him as a person. I mean, he's a great player and he deserves it. He's just personally not my favorite player out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that people will buy it, no problem. It's great business. I just don't like him.
Oh yeah. Another thing I want to talk about too is we're gonna go ahead and dive into
Modes.
Yeah, we'll go modes. We'll talk about modes. I want to see something as far as like, I don't know. We had Create a Legend one year, where it was you take control of.
That had a few years. That was good.
Yeah, where you took control of somebody's career. Like it was a MyCareer, but it was an actual NBA player.
And they still do that on Madden.
Right? They did it with Jordan in 2K11, where you could take Jordan to a team, but that was like a whole big thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking like, you could do Create a Legend and be Kevin Durant, and instead of sending him to the Warriors, it's your free agent season. Where do you want to go? You could go to Portland. For all I care, go play in Portland, try and win a title there. You could go Minnesota, play with all the young guys. You
could play with your favorite young player. Like, let's say you're, I'm a fan of Purdue. What if I say I want to be Caleb Swanigan?
Right. Or maybe you could go like as far as like current NBA players, you go Etuan Moore, try and boost his career back up.
Yeah. Like Derrick Rose, he had the knee injuries. Maybe bring his career back up, something like that.
I think that'd be really cool. I would dive into that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a video series. I would be all over that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're gonna talk about the main ones. We're gonna dive into MyCareer. Things we want to see, improvements we want to see, things we like so far, that we know are coming back. Because I know for a fact that. Well, in my mind, as long as Spike Lee is out of the equation, I'm okay.
Yeah, it was an interesting concept, and it was a good movie, I guess, but not really. He's a film director, but he's not a very good one, in my opinion.
Right.
It was good and interesting, and they added a lot of depth to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of a test run, I think, because like a lot of things that they put into 2K16, they ended up bettering in 2K17, so a lot of that was a test run.
Mm-hmm.
But I like how they do the story. They need to find a new, fresh way to do it. They've already done undrafted. They've done the superstar. What else can they do now?
Right. It's like I don't know. I mean, the only two options I know of is they did undrafted, and like you talked about in one of our other videos, they could start you in the D League.
I think that's a very good idea.
You can develop in the D League and come up into the NBA, or you are either, maybe, I think it would be kind of stupid, but you would start maybe like 2-3 seasons in, and maybe your career hasn't taken off.
I honestly really enjoy that idea, because no one really gets through a whole 10-year career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 1 to 2 years, and then the next game's out. It's like, why? Why even try now?
Mm-hmm.
But, some people do grind it out. I give them that. Some people can play through half a season in a week. And it's like, damn. They can get through like 4 or 5 seasons. And I give them credit for that. But I'm just not one of those people. I've played too many of the game modes to sit back and do that.
But MyCareer is almost kind of like not their moneymaker anymore. That's what got people to the game. But MyTeam is their moneymaker. And a lot of people enjoy MyTeam. A lot of people will play MyCareer and then they'll just get their park player.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Yeah, and I mean, they even buy VC just to do that. that's the one thing they buy VC for. They create a player, they get drafted, and once they get drafted, they max upgrade their player and they take him to the park, and that's it. They don't touch MyCareer.
I don't know how many people are actually playing the MyCareer anymore.
Oh man, a lot of people have stopped because
it's MyTeam modes and all that, and rebuilds.
MyTeam is taken off. Because we just got these playoff performer packs that are out now, and with the finals going on, everybody knows there's going to be new cards every single day.
MyCareer is almost kind of a dying mode. I enjoy the mode a lot, but after you get out with the season, you're like, man, this is a long season.
When I first get the game, that's immediately what I dive into. I love MyCareer. I create my guy. I go through I'll play 6-7 games into the season, because in those first, I'll say 20 games, you're on the bench.
Yeah.
You're not starting every game when you're on 10, 12 minute quarters and it's taking you 45 minutes to play one game. You're on the bench. You're only playing 10 minutes, and you can fly through games, and then you get to see your progression. That's the cool thing.
It is getting a lot better, I think, because they are adding the things that make it less boring. I feel like it'd be fun if you could be like DeMarcus Cousins. A ref makes a bad call, you're
yeah,
you throw a fit, then you get a technical. I think that's something they should add.
You have options. I remember, maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't in a Madden game, but it was in some football game that I played where I think it was backbreaker.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
A ref makes a call, and there was an option that would pop up where you press a button and you can argue. You can argue with the ref. That'd be so cool in 2K.
Yeah, add a little bit more personality. Right? Also, I hate how everyone has the same personality. It's supposed to be MyCareer, but it really isn't. You're just playing the story, and you don't really decide much.
Right.
Because it doesn't really decide much.
Right. Well, and it's everybody. I want to see different voices. They had
that for 1 year.
Yeah, they had 3-4 different options you could choose from, but I want to see variety.
They had 2.
Yeah, it was 2, wasn't it? I want to see variety. I want to see from voice 1 to voice 45, or voice 1 to voice 60. I want them, to take maybe not necessarily NBA players' voices, but maybe just random voices off the street of people that look like NBA players. Yeah, they have their main cast members.
Michael B. Jordan did a good job.
Yes, he did. He did a really good job. So let's dive out of MyCareer for a minute.
Okay.
We're gonna push through MyCareer. We're gonna go to MyTeam now. First thing I want to talk about is, obviously we brought this up earlier, but the weekly packs piss me off. I'm just gonna say that again because I'm gonna fucking emphasize it. They piss me off. Weekly is bullshit. Give me the whole damn thing. Now that that's over,
we're millennials. We want everything right now.
Right, exactly. We want everything right here and now. It's the whole fucking "it's my money and I need it now" commercial. Yeah, they're my packs and I want them now. But on the topic of packs, the cost for boxes, please decrease it, because we're sitting here having to spend over $100 to open 2 boxes. Granted, that's 42 packs, because when you buy it, you get a topper. So that's 42 packs. Granted, that's a lot. That's fine. But I still don't want to pay $100, and when the pack odds are I pull a ruby every 3 packs, and I pull a diamond every 26, I'm spending $100 to get 1 diamond.
That could be worth it, but you usually just end up selling the player so you can buy cheaper diamonds.
Exactly.
That's what I did. I sold Tracy McGrady, got 5 diamonds.
And you upgrade your team that way. But I'm so sick and tired of seeing all these new boxes come out. It's cool, I can go open packs. And then I go to the box and I see a 21 box is $220,000.
You know what I think would be a good idea? This doesn't help our case. But every time a new thing comes out, the weekly or the playoff performers, give everyone 1 free pack with slightly better odds.
Right.
Just to give them a taste.
Right. It's that could work.
Yeah.
Because we agree, it's a market. They're trying to get you to spend money. So let's say you open that pack, maybe you pull an amethyst, and you're well, shit, these must be good. So you go out and you buy more. It's a marketing technique that could work.
Because obviously they did this because the $60 for every game wasn't enough. Everyone wants more than just the $60. That's why they're charging $160. That's why they have these packs.
Right.
it's money, and that's why they put all this out there.
Money in their pockets, man. It's ridiculous.
And the more people that buy the $100, the more like, well, I'm not going to change it. People are buying it, and I would like to see a change, but I doubt it's going to happen.
Right.
Because people will buy it.
Another thing is, they've been trying to manipulate things to make the game modes in MyTeam better, but I'm tired of seeing the same ones. We need a spin. We need something different. Like, we've always had Road to the Playoffs, which this year was MyTeam Online. MyTeam Blacktop. Excuse that. MyTeam Blacktop, which was the Gauntlet last year.
Yeah, that was like
it's the same thing.
I was really confused.
It's the same thing. Domination's always been there, which is fine. I love playing Domination. I love playing Historic Domination. That's fine. What are some other things? I don't know. That's really it. We need something else.
I think like the playoffs is always a good idea, but getting a spot in the playoffs isn't really the fun part. I feel like you and your buddies, let's say, I don't have a PS4, but let's pretend I did. Let's say me, him, and a few other guys, if we wanted to make a playoffs. And we actually play a series with our teams to see who seems actually better. There's some way you can make that in a mode or just like randomly generate playoffs.
Like a season generator or something. Well, one thing I love...
MyTeam Online Seasons.
Yes. Good name. I like it. One thing I saw that Madden did that I really liked was when the playoffs started, they did this thing. It was Playoff Blitz. And it was like, you play 4 games, and depending on how many you won or lost is your reward. I want to see that in 2K. Like, what if we get a 2K MyTeam playoff race or something where it's like you have 5 games, and let's say you win 3. You get 5,000 MT and a league pack. And that'd be an easier way to earn rewards. It's like, instead of us playing like 4 or 5 weeks worth of challenges to get 1 player, we can play 5 games and get a pack. And
I really like the challenges idea though. They were really interesting.
Right, the challenges idea was good. I like, and the thing that made Blacktop better this year was the fact that they upped the boards, and it was easier to get up the boards. So when you hit that diamond board and there's a diamond card on that board, you're playing. Like, you are constantly playing, trying to find it. So
one thing that Madden doesn't do much better than 2K. But one thing I did like is the mode that they have. It's like a fantasy draft, basically.
Draft champions.
Draft champions.
Yeah.
Like they kind of have that with like the Blacktop, but I like the idea of like having 3 players up there and you choose one. You open 5 packs, you draft 5 players. Sometimes you end up with 3 guards, 3 shooting guards, and 2 centers. Who knows? But like I like that idea.
Yeah.
And play like a full game instead of like.
I get you. Okay, like, well, it'd be kind of hard to do a full game if you draft.
Well, like 5 like quarters, like.
Well, I mean, like, if you just draft 5 players.
Oh yeah, because
you don't have a bench. Yeah, right.
Well, you'll get your bench, of course.
Well, like they could put you like a starter bench or like a default bench,
like they
or something.
Do in.
But if they are gonna do like a 5v5 type thing, either they'd probably do it in Blacktop most likely, and they'd play games to 21. But I still think it'd be cool. So it's like you draft your 5 players, and then let's say just like in Playoff Blitz, you have 5 games, and you can only lose 2 or you're out. So you play through.
Because sometimes playing to 15 it doesn't give you enough experience to play. Because that's why they do it. They get like, oh man, this player's good. I want to get this player. This gives you more players to look at and more time to spend with them. You decide for you to spend more money.
Right, exactly. And it's like like I said, it's another way for the people who can't afford to go out there and spend money on packs to get players. Yeah, they can have fun. They can earn packs this way. And let's say they win all 5. Maybe you get a 10-pack box or something.
Yeah, it's a fun way.
It's a way to help somebody, and it's an easy way to upgrade the team. But I mean, it's just these twists. We need different twists on the game. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Every year they try to instead of they use the word improve,
but they don't really improve.
But instead of improving, we need change. We've been telling them constantly, like, the defects of the game and how they can improve it. But now we want something different. Like, we want a twist. Like, we saw NBA Live's trailer and their graphics. on point, by the way. Let me just tell you that NBA Live 18 is looking hella good this year. If y'all are thinking about picking it up, because
It's the game mechanics first, but
yeah, I mean, I'm obviously waiting to see like the first full 5-minute quarter games, you know. But
because the trailers are always gonna look.
oh yeah,
better.
they're meant for the trailers to look good. Like 2K18's looked really good, and we still found defects in the game. I mean, we always do. Right. Right. Sorry. But we always find defects in the game. But that's our job as players.
Because right now, what it seems like they're focusing on more is like to make it more realistic. Because that, like, if you even look at the trailers in the opening scene, they were focusing on the celebrations.
Yeah.
And like the crowd, and they did make it awesome. But I was trying to work on the game. I hate when I'm dribbling. I do behind the back or whatever, and I dribble off someone's leg. Like,
right. And I think they. What was I going to say? It was something about. I think shot meter mechanics need some work. After this patch came out for the shooters, everything anybody put up started bricking. Like, I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many times full white bar, wide open shot, and I still miss. Like, that shouldn't happen. Like, we know if it's James Harden, let's say it's Diamond James Harden, 90, 95, 97 overall James Harden, in the corner, full white bar, wide open three, and he bricks, that should not happen. That should be in.
For me, any wide open shooter is a miss for me.
Well, that too. Like, that's what I'm saying. Shooting mechanics need some work. Just, I think one thing they did really good was the defense. They really improved on that this year. As far as blocks, chase down blocks, steals. I like the whole pro stick steal thing. It's kind of overpowered.
It is a little, but I liked it because it was underpowered for a while.
Right, and it gives you
It's tough to find the balance.
Right, it gives you a different way to play defense. Like, you don't always have to spam that square button to try and get a steal. You can flick to the left and try and push out to push the ball away, or you can flick up and flick it up in the air.
That's a very good animation. I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it's like, I think they did a really good overhaul with that, and they deserve some praise for that. I really can't think of anything else. Closing arguments.
The MyCareer thing. One thing that we actually didn't talk about, which I'm surprised about, is the archetypes or the.
Oh, the archetypes. Yeah. The caps. Please get us back to where we can upgrade single stats again. I'm tired of I
kind of like the groups, but you don't have to stop.
Right. You don't. There's no. Back in 2K12, it was constant. You can make 99 overalls. I mean, obviously, I know the caps they set because.
And they don't want that 99 overalls.
Right. They don't want a 99 center that can shoot 3 balls and fucking dunk no matter what. I understand that. So you should be able to try and put some limits there. But all I want, really, I just want to go back to single stat upgrading. It's so much easier. If you want to be a 3-point shooter, but it's like you don't have to upgrade your mid-range shot or your shot close and spend a shit ton of VC to upgrade all that. Instead, you can just go and.
I just found it very difficult to make a very fun player at times because all the players you like to emulate, you can't make. Because if you want to be, you can't even be a 3-and-D technically.
Right.
Because to have a good 3, you have to be a sharpshooter, and your defense is lower. To be a lockdown defender, you can't shoot.
Right.
And you can't be a center like DeMarcus Cousins who can play back to basket and shoot. They won't allow you to do that. They need to find a way to not make it overpowered or something.
Right. I just want to see, or if you're not gonna fix archetypes, give us some different ones.
Yeah.
Like he says, a 3-and-D type player, give us an archetype. Give
us the unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis.
Exactly. Don't give us the same 3-4 archetypes we see every year. Give us something different. That's what I keep saying. Change. We need some change. But that's really all I gotta say. Do you have any closing arguments? Anything you want to say?
I think we talked a little bit. Did we talk about the story much, or?
We kind of did. We kind of touched on it.
Bring back the D-League.
He really wants that. I'm telling you, he really wants the D-League here. As far as I can say, I'm excited still. I'm ready for 2K18. September cannot come here fast enough. Leave your comments down below of your opinions, what you think about our opinions, things like that. I'd love to hear some of your feedback. got a new video coming out soon. After this, I'll be making some more MyTeam stuff and things like that. Some more NBA playgrounds, things like that. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I really can't think of anything else. Other than, like I said, September can't get here fast enough, man.
Also, if you've been watching the gameplay, I swept his team as a 7th seed.
He don't know what he's talking about.
And I won the championship.
You don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, the proof is right there.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe. Don't miss out on any videos today. And I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out!